Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to review and play oVRshot. oVRshot VR is now a free-to-play game on the Steam store for the HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality. Funny enough, this game is still $9.99 on the Oculus store. Now, I did pay for this game. I paid $6.99 during a sale for this game, and at some point it was retailing for $9.99. I believe originally it was retailing for either $19.99 or $24.99, and I think they lowered the price because of the low player base. And I must have gotten the game at that point once they lowered the price, and it was on sale, so it was $6.99. I decided to buy it, and unfortunately, it was a dead game. There was nobody online to play with. So I gave the game a negative review, and looking back on it retrospectively, it's something that I kind of regret a little bit. Not because my review was inaccurate, but because this game is actually pretty good considering its limitations. In other words, it's fun to play, although it does have some clear negatives. The two main things that I mentioned in my review, the reason why I gave it a negative is, one, there was nobody online to play with, so it was a dead game. But two, the bow mechanic didn't feel really good. It wasn't as good as the top tier bow and arrow games in VR, such as Indes or Sacrilus or Hollow Point. And for that reason, I gave it a negative review. And it's like I said, I kind of feel bad now, especially now that the game has failed. The developer, Window Liquor Games, basically went out of business, and I do feel bad about that because this is not a bad game. This is a pretty good game, and it's really not the developer's fault that the game was not successful in VR with the low player base. And this game definitely is innovative. It brought some new things to the table, and I probably should have focused on that more versus all the faults that it had. But it does have clear faults, and there was nothing inaccurate in my review that I know of. Maybe somebody will correct me. But yeah, it failed, and now that it's free to play, I will change my review to positive because, again, this is a good game, and maybe now that it's gone free to play, there will be more players to play with. Now, there are lots of options in this game. One of the things that I changed is I changed it to full locomotion, and even though I put smooth turning, smooth turning doesn't work. So smooth turning is listed as an option, but it really doesn't smooth turn. There's an option for quick snap turning and smooth turning, and they're actually the same. There's no difference between either of them. It acts the same. Full locomotion does work. I believe it also has like this, I believe it's called warp, or either way you press the direction you want to go and you kind of warp there really quick, so it's like a quick teleport. And I believe the other option is just a straight out teleport. There's also 3 classes to go along with those options. You can choose either the tank class, the assault class, or the scout class, and they're all very fun to play, and they all feel different. They all have 3 different special abilities that make the gameplay experience very different. The assault has like the multi-shot. The scout has that hook shot where you can go from one end to the map of the other. That's pretty cool. The tank class has the shield, and I believe you saw me use the shield earlier in this video, and that's pretty cool to use. That's the way you're a little invulnerable for a short period of time with that cooldowns. So this game is a lot about using your cooldowns, but obviously also about shooting with accuracy at moving targets, because everyone's moving around the map crazy. There's also 3 different modes for PvP, the deathmatch, and this is a free-for-all. I'm going against the bots, and the bots do have 3 different difficulties, easy, medium, or hard. I believe I changed one of the bots to hard and one of them to easy, but I left the rest at medium difficulty. There's also demolition, which is very fun. You basically have to find the bomb and then detonate it, and conversely, if you're defending the bomb site or trying to detonate it, you go there and try to detonate it while the other people try to defend it. And then finally there's King of the Hill, and that's just go simply whichever team can stay on the area for the longest wins that mode. And they all feel different. The maps are all pretty small, but they're pretty good. There isn't a whole lot of map variety, but I believe there's 6 different maps and mode combinations. So there's basically 6 different PvP modes with the different maps, which is very fun. This game just basically needs more players, so by going free to play they solved that problem, and I can easily recommend the game now. It's probably now the best free to play VR game out there right now, so I do recommend everyone downloads it. There is one issue though, and I edited out that issue, but basically when you go online into a room, and if the other players don't announce ready, you're just stuck there in the lobby with them. So I actually joined a lobby with other players, and they were busy with the single player content, the shooting gallery, which I think I showed that earlier in the gameplay, the shooting gallery. But they were just there on the gallery. They weren't announcing ready for the multiplayer. So I was there with them. I was wanting to play online multiplayer, and they were there in the gallery. So I never got to play with those players that were doing the gallery. So that is one problem with the game, that you can end up joining a room, and if your other players don't announce ready, you're just stuck there waiting, doing nothing. So I hope they change that to, you know, as soon as one player announces ready for one game, give a countdown, like 30-second countdown for everyone to get ready, and vote on the game map or the game map that they want. Other than that, I had fun playing this game. The bots are not the best, but I had fun even playing against the bots. I actually like the strategy here of getting behind this these little barriers, obstacles, and just sniping them from afar. And I got blinded a lot, as you can see. That's one ability that it's going to be used against you quite often. I think you have to look away real quick, but I'm not sure how you would know that it's a blinding shot before it's shot. I didn't use a shield. I mentioned the shield special ability, but you also have, I believe, a shield in your offhand, and I never used it. But that's basically because I'm using full locomotion with smooth turning. So since I'm avoiding arrows by moving around, there really is no reason to use a shield. But now if you teleport, you probably do want to use that shield. Again, this is oVRshot. I'm going to put a link on my video where you can download this game for free on the Steam store. I don't know if the Oculus Store version is going to go free to play as well. I hope so. That way I can get that as well, because I only have the Steam Store version. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Now that this game has gone free to play, there's no reason not to download it. It is the best free to play VR PvP game in my opinion, and it's probably the best bow-based one. So go get it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.